Before I start the video, let me tell you guys something. Please don't attack any of the people that I show in this video on my behalf. I simply just want to state my opinion and that's it. So feel free to take out as much on me as you want, but please just leave everyone else alone. So after I made the last looking animators with Darlink, I could tell that there was some hate against Darlink, and I wasn't really sure why at first. Until I got this one comment that was talking about how he was really confused as to why people are hating on Darlink, and I was too. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really know either, but I kind of realize now because Darlink posted a journal 15 hours ago, and she said that she wanted to apologize for everything that she did wrong and how she's hurt a lot of people recently. And I'm just like, wait, what's going on? And I look in the comments, and apparently someone made a rant about her, and so I checked that out, and I found the Rage Me thing that they did on Darlink. So they made a rant called "The Truth About Darling." I could play the age card and say that she's only 13, but I mean, being a certain age doesn't really justify much. So let's proceed with the video. I'll respond to some of the stuff that's on here.
Okay, so here's the rant I wanted to create a while ago. Today I'm going to talk about Darlingq, known as Susan. She doesn't appreciate her fans, and she doesn't respond to them at all.
So the first thing that they bring up is she doesn't appreciate her fans, and if you look back at my channel, I actually made a couple of videos about Darlingq a couple months ago. And the first point I bring up was that she doesn't appreciate her fans. She doesn't respond to any of her fans and do any of that. And I found that kind of weird. I didn't really bring that up as a point as, oh, she's a bad person. I just kind of thought it was a little bit strange. And now I've realized, having 1,000 subs, I'm only at 1,000. I can't imagine. She's at 20,000. Okay, I can't. 1,000. I'm already getting comments like all over the place, and even those ones, I don't even respond to everyone because that would be taking up so much time in my day. Even a lot of popular YouTubers, the only popular YouTuber I could think of that still responds to like pretty much all their fans is Shoe Nice.
Hey everyone, Shoe Nice again. Well, basically 7 ounces of glue. Shoe Nice.
Okay, Shoe Nice, he responds to all of his fans, but he only responds with thank you, like TY, or something like that. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal if you don't respond to all your fans. It's just that she's busy, and so I think that's kind of a crappy point to bring up.
She has left many close friends of her behind, because Susan gets bored really easily. She is treating her friends like stuffed animals. She is keeping the new and shiny ones, but she's throwing the old ones away like garbage.
Okay, so the next point that they brought up was that she's throwing old friends away. And I think I think that's a little bit of a overblown statement, whereas she's not really throwing them away, she's just moving on, and that's just how friendships work sometimes. I know I've went through a lot of friends, and that doesn't mean I just threw them in the trash. I just moved on. That's not a big deal. That's her life too. Like, that's her life. Why do you care? She's not perfect, but it still is what she wants to do. If she wants to, move on to other friends, that's completely something that is up to her.
Her first popular friend was Ray, known as Purple Quills. She would be nothing now without her. Ray gave her all the attention Susan wanted. She included her in almost every video of hers, which gave her a lot of subscribers. After that they had a fight and never talked again.
Next thing that they bring up is Ray, and how Ray basically gave Darlingq a bunch of attention and did a bunch of stuff for her, and then, oh no, Darlingq kinda, moved away from from Ray, from Purple Quills. I don't really think many people know the full situation about Purple Quills and Darlingq. I don't even think I know everything, so I don't know how you would, but There's a lot more stuff that goes on behind the scenes. We don't need to know about what happened, really. That's just something that they need to deal with, personally.
Susan is a 13-year-old girl that spent her entire life on the internet because she is a loser. She doesn't have any friends at all in real life. Get some goddamn friends in real life, you filthy hypocrite.
You also talk about hypocrisy and how, oh, she's such a hypocrite because she spends all of her time online, yet you're the one making a video about her. That's kind of a little bit of hypocrisy going on there, so that was kind of an interesting point to make. Then you look at all the messages and all the messages between all the people that are saying, oh, she did this to me. And I say, take what you want from this, but Susan, or Darlingq, has openly apologized. As shown before in the journal, I even show it again. She apologized, dude. Like, I don't know how much you could want from that. I bet she made the journal after this video went up, but I'd say that she's pretty much off the hook for that now. I mean, what else can she do? She can't go in the past and change it. That's honestly the most that she can do for that. As for drawing and doing parts for people and making it kind of go in late, I mean, for the Looking at Animators video, she kind of procrastinated just as much as I did, to be honest. Like, I didn't want to work on the video until a couple days afterwards because I was busy, I was doing stuff and that, and I just wanted to relax a bit after recording. So she kind of procrastinated just as much as I did. I gave her a deadline and she completed it, so I've had some pretty good experiences with her. For others, I could see how maybe she'll work on another animation while you're saying, hey, you gotta get this done. That could be a little bit annoying, but in general, Darlingq isn't perfect, but she still isn't a bad person at all. I've had a lot of good experiences with her, and in general, she's a really chill person. Like, even after recording the Looking at Animators video, she didn't just say, okay, that's it, right? And then end the call, like people would think she would. After the call, we spent like a good 2 hours just looking at memes. Like, honestly, that's what we were doing afterwards. And so that's interesting. That was pretty fun, actually, too. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had that many bad experiences with Darlingq. She was always understanding, even when I did that rant all the way back in the day. She didn't, like, go completely and, like, rage on me or something. She just actually complimented me on the rant, which was kind of weird. But that's pretty cool. But in general, I think rants are dumb. All they do is create unnecessary drama, and they ruin people's reputations. I mean, heck, I don't even know what will happen to me after I make this, but I honestly think that Susan is a good person, and she makes mistakes, but I think everyone makes mistakes, don't we? I think she can move on from this. I think you can move on from this. This isn't going to be the end of the world. Uh, this entire situation I feel like was blown out of proportion, but that might just be me. I don't know. Make whatever decision you want to make about Darlingq, but I personally believe that she deserves another chance. As for my previous rants, I understand if some people just want to click off the video, because this is going to be kind of about my previous rants now. As for my previous rants, I'd like to full-heartedly say that those rants are complete bullshit. Feel free to watch them and all, but a lot of my opinions that I've stated in those rants have subsided and changed, and so, I mean, stuff like the Darlingq rant, I realize how dumb it was even a day after I made it. I'm just like, oh Jesus, why'd I do that? Because I'm just like, why? What'd I even make a point about? I don't know. I never had fun with the rants, so if I do make a rant, I'll probably do it if it's really necessary, something like this, standing up for a friend or something, because it honestly puts a lot of stress on me whenever I make one, and I just never have fun with them. Unlike my new looking animator series, I always have fun with making those videos, so I'll probably make a lot more of those and a lot less of rants. Um, and so, as for the Darlink thing, I hope everything turns out well for both Darlink and Rage Me, as well as everyone else involved in the situation. I hope you guys maybe saw what my opinion was on it, and you kind of accept that. But either way, I'm okay if you guys don't really get what I'm trying to say here. So you guys get to decide what you want to think about this. But in the end, I hope you guys have a nice day, and goodbye.
Oh, oh, oh. Baby, you're crazy. So tenderly, you watch me burn. You watch me burn. Oh, so tell me, you're crazy.